Hey friends, it's Carrie Scroggins. How are you? I'm going to try this one more time today. I've tried to film this 3 times already, so this is the final time I'm trying today. So I hope it goes through. Happy Monday on this 15th of September. We are almost in fall. Thank goodness. Next week actually is when fall officially arrives. It's my favorite time of year because it really is a time of change. I've always just loved what fall represents as we head into Thanksgiving and Christmas. I hope this message finds you all doing really well. I hope you had a wonderful summer. I hope it was, if you had any events, that they were positive events and that they were good and your families are all doing well and that you are doing well. Thank you for your business. I mean that sincerely. I know you have a choice, and I appreciate that you continue to choose my agency for your insurance needs. Remember, I do offer all lines of insurance, all personal, all commercial, life, health, disability, supplements, you name it, and I can get it for you on both the personal and the commercial side. I wanted to talk to you today about a couple of things. The first thing is we have a new website and it is already live. So if you've gone to the website and it looks a little different, yes, you're right, it is different. It's less complicated. It's a one or two things you can do on the website, because as a whole, as an agency, you guys just don't do a lot on the website. We do a lot in communicating with each other, and I prefer it that way. That way I know things don't fall through the cracks. But if it's a weekend or after hours, or if I am on a call or in a meeting or in a compliance webinar or whatever the situation is and you can't reach me, you can now go onto the website and get documents. You just simply use the email address that you provided at the time we wrote your insurance, and you can request the documents. Actually prefer, though, that if you're needing something, you reach out to me. That way I get the right document with the right dates and exactly what you're looking for. And you know it's me. I'm very old school. I like things done an old school way because that's how I protect you the most. The reason for the change in the website is it has a much security system that's much more beefed up to protect you and to protect me. There is so much fraud in our society today in the banking area that I was just really wanting to add some additional protection, because you have to provide really sensitive information: driver's license, dates of birth, social security number. So to protect all that to the utmost in a market, in industry standards, I just really needed to beef that up a little bit, so I wasn't worrying about it. Nothing's happened. There's no reason that I needed to do it, except that I wanted to have a much bigger, more powerful barrier, so your information and my information is fully protected. That is the reason I changed the vendor. But it is up, it is live, it is much easier, and I love some feedback. So jump out there and request a form. And if you have any problems, obviously I need to know that too. I need to know that you can use the website if you want to use the website. Please do remember, though, for compliance reasons, any changes to any of your policies, personal or commercial, I either have to have this in writing or I have to speak to you. This is for compliance, okay? You can't leave a voicemail message. You can't leave a voicemail message for a policy change. That is not compliant, and I can't accept those. So an email, or I actually have to talk to you to make those changes. If you do leave me a message and I don't get back to you right away, then feel free to send me a text message, and you can send that to my cell phone, which is 817-694-0053. I absolutely have no problem with you using my cell phone, so please feel free to do so. If I haven't gotten back to you, I try really hard within a few hours, but there are days, if it's late in the day, I probably can't get back to you until the same time the next day. Mornings have a tendency to be a lot busier. So just know you can always send me a text message and I will reply pretty quickly because it's attached to my hip. I live with it on my hip for obvious reasons. So that's the first thing. Then I wanted to talk about our industry. Oh boy, our industry. Good news is we have carriers that are back in the marketplace. That is a really good sign that we have more competition. More competition means lower pricing, which means more money kept in your pocket and my pocket, because I'm a consumer too. So there are carriers coming back to the market. I have 4 or 5 carriers pending right now. I'm waiting on their live approvals to come in. One of them is going to be huge. They're the most competitive auto insurer in the market in the United States. It's a huge carrier. And I'm hoping to see that active by the end of this month. I do not know yet whether or not they're going to be offering a package which would be auto and home. That I don't know. But if you have a renewal coming up, please remember to give me at least a week because this takes a long time, because I go to every single carrier I have available for you to get a quote and then compare it. And it is not anything like it used to be. It used to take me maybe a couple of hours. Now it takes me 2 days to get through one household to quote auto and home. It's just very complicated. It's very cumbersome, and the carriers have completely changed that part of the quoting process. So I need at least a week. But it's good. Things are starting to loosen up a little bit with the amount of carriers that are here in the marketplace. So that's a good sign. The rates are not doing what they did 2 years ago, where you'd get a $5,000 rate increase on your home. We're still seeing higher rates though, but they're just not quite as drastic as we saw in 23 and 24. That's also a good sign. Do I think it's going to go back? No, I don't. I'm hoping it plateaus and that where we are is where we are and we get back to a much more stable market. I don't think we're going to see an average home in Texas at $300,000 for any less than $3,000 a year. I just don't. It's gone too far and the rates are too high. Remember too, you can have the same exact house right next to each other with almost the same exact type of person in the house, and there can be a drastic difference in premium. There are so many things that go into underwriting each individual person and each individual property and each individual auto policy. You will never find one that is exactly similar. It's just impossible. So kind of remember that as you go through and you're looking for your rates. And I do try every single carrier at new business and at renewal for you to give you the very best option at the best price with the best coverages. So I need at least a week. And hopefully as we head into this last part of the third quarter and we finish out this year in the fourth quarter, I do hope that we see more leveling of rates and potentially more discounts. There is some talk about discounts. Alarms are really important on the home side. Roofing is really important. Getting your roofs up to date is a massive game changer. I just got a discount back today on a brand new roof, and it was almost $700 a year discount for a new roof. So that's huge. I mean, huge. Don't forget about our referral program. For everyone you refer to the agency, you'll get a $10 gift card, and it'll either be a coffee card or a HEB card. And there's no limit to that. So please continue to send referrals. That's how I grow my business. And there's no other changes to the agency. The phones are open 10 to 4 every day. I work about 16 hours, so I do check everything every day. I check voicemails, I check emails, and I check my text messages all day long. So you can reach me if I happen to be out, I'll let you know, when I expect to be back in the agency. And just remember, I have to get it in writing, or I have to talk to you if you need any insurance changes done to your current policies. And that's about it for today. I hope you have a splendid remainder of this year as we start to welcome fall. I'm so glad the hot weather is gone. I'm so glad the summer is gone. And I just pray for all of us that we have a good remaining part of 2025, and that we have no major other crises in our society, in our country. And I pray for all of us and our amazing United States of America. And thank you so very, very much for your business. It is not lost on me that you have a choice, and I appreciate the fact that you continue to give me your business. It does mean a lot, and I do love to hear from you. So let me know if there's anything else I can do for you in the meantime. There's some new products that are going to be coming out pretty soon. These are going to be products like policy to help you get out of debt, some new death benefit policies, some new disability policies, some more final expense policies, all those things that are designed to help fill out your asset protection. Because remember, you work really hard for your assets. We need to make sure that your insurance is adequate, but not too much. Enough to protect the assets that you work very hard for. And your insurance is your first line of defense on those assets. So remember that. This is Carrie, and welcome. If this is your first video, which I do have quite a few customers, I do communicate frequently through video. I try to send agency announcements out. I try to send industry announcements out, tech announcements like I'm doing today for our new website. So thanks for watching me today. And as always, I'd love your feedback. So let me know if it sparks you to do a review for the agency. I would love that too. If you have time and you are willing to do a review, that would be great, because that's how I also grow my agency. And as the agency grows, it means more options for you. It does mean more carriers. When the volume goes up, the carrier interest goes up, and then that helps you, because then we have more to choose from, which lowers your premium. So I'd love to hear from you. Many blessings as we head into fall. Thank you so much for your time today, and I will catch you the next time. This is Carrie Scroggins. God bless. Take care. Be safe. And God bless our United States of America.